95.5 KLOS.
Heidi and Frank Show, sitting down with Mr. Skin. He's created his top 10 nude scenes of the year, so let's get to it. Number 10?
Number 10 is Cameron Diaz in Sex Tape. Remember this movie she did with Jason Segel? It came out July 18th, and they go to make a sex tape, suburban couple, just for fun for themselves, and then being the knucklehead guy that he is, he uploads it in a spot where, you know...
To the cloud.
To the cloud, yeah.
None of us still understand the cloud.
No, I don't either. But what's interesting is Cameron Diaz, which is surprising in this nude scene, it's her first nude scene. She's 41 years old. So wouldn't you think with all the R-rated movies, the body she has, you know, she's always in a bikini, you'd think she would have done a nude scene prior to 41 years old. I'm not complaining. I mean, it would have been great if she did her first nude scene in 20s, I guess. But
she's got more of a booty than I thought she did.
She
always seems so slender, but she's got more of a booty than I thought. She looks good.
People have been asking me for 15 years, has Cameron Diaz ever been nude in a movie? Now I say, well, Nip Slip and Vanilla Sky. You know,
didn't she do a porno, like a softcore porno earlier on in her career?
No, you're thinking of, there was a photographer who took some nude modeling shots of her when she was an up-and-coming model.
Oh, okay.
And then he released them, and it was a big lawsuit and all that stuff. But that's different from being in a... She wasn't in a porno. Wishful thinking.
What?
Maybe next year. She looks good.
Yeah, so that was number 10. And like I said, 41 years old, nude debut, and people have been waiting forever for Cameron Diaz to be naked. And it's a great butt shot. She's looking over her shoulder. And very happy we finally have nude Cameron Diaz.
Because that was another reason why she made the top 10. Because the ass is kind of like
a 41-year-old butt.
It's a 41-year-old ass.
But it's Cameron Diaz.
But it's Cameron Diaz.
Yes, exactly. This is celebrity nude scenes of the year. Right, yeah. These aren't like girls from Cinemax. I could do another list of that. But these are celebrities.
Names you'll never recognize.
Yeah, top 10 babes you never heard of.
And the number 9 spot, what do we got?
Is Shailene Woodley in White Bird in a Blizzard. Now, Frank, do you know who she is? She was a girl in Divergent. She was Clooney's daughter in The Descendants.
Yep.
What was that other movie?
The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah.
Was she naked in Fault in Our Stars? She should have been. Hell, you're running out of time. Get naked.
Well, she's 23, and she's 23, and a great actress. Comparisons, I guess, some to Jennifer Lawrence, in that she's so talented, so young. And she did a movie called White Bird in a Blizzard, and about 30 minutes in, she loses her virginity in a sex scene, and we see her topless. And I started with a 41-year-old. Now we have a 23-year-old. We got a nice spectrum
all
here.
Over
but
the place.
guys even though she's only 23, for the last couple of years, I've been getting a lot of inquiries or skin inquiries about Shailene Woodley. So
she looks good.
Yeah.
Number 8 spot.
From Game of Thrones, Natalie Emmanuel. Now, for any of your, I don't know, do you guys follow Game of Thrones?
Yes,
okay.
right here.
She plays Khaleesi's handmaiden, like Mother of Dragons, her like assistant in season 4. And gorgeous girl. To me, the scene where her and these other girls were washing their clothes in the river while the gray worm was spying on her was the best nude scene in Game of Thrones this year. No worm jokes, please. And it's really a beautifully filmed scene, and she's like half black and I don't know,
very exotic.
Yeah, very exotic.
Mixed,
she's a beautiful girl. And you should also see, I think the picture you're looking at is more breasts, but her butt's fantastic.
Oh, no, I got the butt right
okay,
here.
Good.
Yeah, fantastic.
Good work, Sam. Yeah.
No, number 7, I've been waiting to see this butt for a long time.
Well, it's really amazing. Kerry Russell and the Americans, and this is a great example of why things are so good at MrSkin.com, because FX, with commercials, you come out of a commercial, and there's Kerry Russell laying completely naked on a bed. And we know her best from Felicity from 1982 to about 2002. But she's made when she got her hair cut, then her career kind of nosedived. Now she's made a great comeback in The Americans. And what a nice butt shot.
Oh, yeah. I had a crush on her when she was Felicity.
Kerry Russell,
And it's Kerry Russell.
Because you factor all that stuff in, right?
She's laying on the bed, stomach down, and the camera's above looking down. And it's really just.
Is this the first time Kerry Russell's been nude?
She did a movie called 8 Days a Week where you saw some little bit of boobage, but this is her first real nude scene.
All right, then number 7, Kerry Russell in The Americans. Number 6.
Number 6 of the best nude scenes of 2014 is Lizzie Kaplan on Masters of Sex, and I'm a big fan of this show on Showtime, and this episode actually aired July 27th. It's that drama about the Masters and Johnson, who were the pioneers of human sexuality, and they kind of touched off the sexual revolution in the 60s. But she plays Virginia Johnson, and in real life, Masters and Johnson had an affair, then got married, and da-da-da. Well, there's a scene in a motel room where Lizzie Kaplan undresses completely nude for Masters, and it is just... it was not only a great scene, but it was the best Masters of Sex nude scene this year, and there was tons of good nudity on that show.
Got the very perky boobies.
Oh, yeah. Big Lizzie Kaplan fan when it comes to nudity.
And she's such a good actress, too. It's not that, you know what I'm saying? And I just a big fan of the show. So that
Do
came
you
in at
see
number
frontal
6.
in that, or are you just seeing boobs and butt?
You see booble and buttle.
Okay, booble and buttle.
But as far as a show, Masters, there's a lot of... There's a lot.
Yeah.
If you don't mind a lot of wires and tape, it's awesome nudity. But you're right. It's a show about sex, and every week some girl's naked. But that's one of the great things about television now. Lizzie Kaplan's the star of the show. And when you think of all these girls like Emmy Rossum in Shameless, Emilia Clarke in Game of Thrones, you go down and down, these lists. The stars of the show are doing the nudity, not extras or people we don't care about. And that's what makes the television nudes in high definition on a weekly basis so great, because we don't have to wait for that one movie a year where an actress might be naked.
Ooh, pause it, go back. Oh, wait, I think I saw something.
And here's another star in the number 5 spot.
Yes, that's Olivia Wilde in third person. She's a beautiful girl, you're right. And this movie came out on June 20th. Heidi's a big fan.
I am.
Yeah, and I don't know how many people saw this in the theater. It was like a romantic comedy, but there's in this scene, you'd love this. Well, you would too, Heidi. Olivia Wilde wants to hit on Liam Neeson. He's an author, and famous author, and she's an up and coming author, and she really wants to hit him. So she comes down to his motel room. She's staying in the same hotel in a robe and nothing else. He answers the door. She drops the robe, and he's just kind of being a funny guy. He says, "Can I see your robe?" And he takes the robe, shuts the door, and now she's completely naked in the
hallway.
She has to run back to her room completely naked. So not only do you get to see her nude at the door, we get to watch her
running.
Run. And security's watching her on television. It's a great scene, and it's very surprising that Olivia Wilde did it, but it's awesome.
I remember hearing this next number 4, this movie coming out, but I did not get to see it.
Whoa.
Yeah, not a lot of people know too much about it, but it's called Nymphomaniac Volume 1, and it's Stacey Martin here, and this is Lars von Trier's very controversial movie, and the reason it's controversial is because it had mainstream actors like I know Christian Slater, Uma Thurman, Shia LaBeouf, Charlotte Gainsbourg were all in this movie, but it also had real sex, so it was like a porno within a mainstream film.
I was going to say the screenshot that I'm looking at.
Stacey
that's
Martin,
so tough to fake that.
Stacey Martin plays the flashback of the character when she was younger, Charlotte Gainsbourg, her character, and she's a model in France, gorgeous girl, and. It's like I said, it's NC-17 plus. It's really porn, but it's a mainstream film. But the nudity, and I'm showing you one of about 30 different scenes I could have grabbed from that movie.
Oh, you picked a good one.
Really good. Yeah, I picked it.
Yeah, if you want to go,
good one.
you can see the scenes by going to MrSkin.com, and the still shots that we have, we're putting them up right now as we're talking about that. So it's another reason to go to HeidiandFrank.com and watch the show.
What is so... I think always hear actors say it's uncomfortable to just have a makeout scene with somebody because you've got a crew and camera people and you've got to turn your head to the right, more turn. I can't even, and I think I'm a fairly decent, okay actress. I can't even imagine.
Oh,
that.
Heidi, if you took your top off right now and did the rest of the interview with Mr. Skin, maybe after the first 30 seconds, I think you'd be cool with it. So let's try. Sammy will do it with you. Sammy will do it with you to make you feel
I don't want to
comfortable.
do it alone. Sammy and I
get topless, go sit on her lap.
We're trying to
we'll try to make you guys comfortable.
We're trying to make the MrSkin.com website next year.
We have made it to the top 3 nude scenes of the year, according to Mr. Skin, MrSkin.com. Number 3
is Eva Green in Sin City, and we were just talking about breasts. And if you want to see some of the best breasts in Hollywood, please tune in, dial in to Eva Green in Sin City. She had 6 topless scenes in this movie, and this is the kind of nude scene where I will be at one of my kids' school functions this past year,
Bring your
and
dad
I'll
to
have
work.
the creepy guy come up to me and said, "Hey, I just saw Sin City last night. Who is that girl with the rack?" And I'm at a school function. That's the kind of
Go
thing.
to my website.
This is what Eva Green does to guys. She's amazing.
Those are perfect.
Yeah. That's probably why whatever she's in, she was in Sin City and also 300 Rise of an Empire.
I threw a bonus in because in the same year she did the 6 nude scenes in Sin City this year, she also was in 300 Rise of an Empire, where a lot of guys say to me, that's the movie they know her best from that didn't see Sin City. So she had a double.
I think I'm looking at Rise of an Empire right there. It's right there, all around this.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Those breasts are perfect.
See, I'm not jaded. Yeah.
We've made it to number 2.
Now, number 2 was long awaited. It's Scarlett Johansson in Under the Skin, and it's an interesting movie because, we're used to seeing her in big blockbuster movies. She's an A-list star. Everyone knows Scarlett Johansson. She had never done a nude scene. And this movie she chose to do her first nude scene was really weird. There's very little dialogue. She plays an alien who comes down and preys on Scottish hitchhikers.
This is what aliens look like, Frank. This is what aliens look like.
She actually doesn't. She has a pig snout, but she removed it. It's tough to explain. But anyway.
I'd do it with a pig snout. I don't care. I think I've done worse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You and I have both done worse. But what's amazing is she stands in front of the mirror at the hour and 15-minute mark completely naked while the camera's behind her, so it's like a 360. You're getting the full frontal, but also getting backle, all at the same time. And the scene goes on for quite a while. And normally, an A-list star making her nude debut, full frontal, would be number 1. But this is not. This is such a great year that this was number 2.
This is the number 2 spot. Now we're up to the number 1 nude scene of the year.
And it is Alexandra Daddario in True Detective from HBO. Yeah.
Oh, the kids are happy.
Yeah.
Even the kids love it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know anyone who saw this, and
We did.
I was watching this on January 19th live on HBO, the second episode of the season, and as Alexandra Daddario took her clothes off while Woody Harrelson was tied to the couch,
yeah.
I turned to my wife and said, that will be the best nude scene of 2014. And that was January 19th of this year. And I knew it.
You were right.
There's a double D in Daddario for a reason here, by the way. You do not get actresses with all natural double D size breasts. Show them. It's a rarity. Usually if you're that big, you're fake or you're big.
Right.
She is like, she's got it all.
Wasn't this the story where Barack Obama told her something?
Yes.
He was a huge fan of the show?
Great thing happened. So Barack Obama wanted advanced copies of True Detective. He was such a fan, he couldn't wait like everyone else. So he was trying HBO to get him some advanced copies. She tweets on her Twitter account, "The president saw my boobs."
God.
Now, how cool is that?
I mean,
have fun with it,
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a great show, and I'm expecting it. I mean, it's coming back. True Detective.
Looking forward to the next one. Yeah.
So I don't know what we're going to see in that, but I'm expecting at least True Detective to make it into the top 10.
So,
I'll call it now. There will be a scene in True Detective that'll make it in.
Well,
next
Rachel
year.
McAdams is going to be this year, so maybe
Think she'll do it? Has she done any?
My Name is Tonino. Before she was famous, a Canadian Italian flick where she was skinny dipping. Yeah.
That's Mr. Skin for you.
I mean, he knows everything.
He knows it all. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
Wow,
If you want to go see the clips, go to MrSkin.com, and you can follow him on Twitter at Mr. Skin. We're going to take a break. Come back. We're out of here, Frank.